Now this stretch of the creek I've shown before, but since the sun is not up and we got a little overcast, I think I can get a better view of the whole area as the creek's running north to south down that way. And we're standing on a little sand area. Actually, this sand extended out until the last rain, and then it took the slope out and made it a smaller sandbar. The snake I had seen down in there, and I tore this big log up looking for him, but he was long gone, I'm sure. That big stack there I got out of the middle and piled it in there. Also, all of this wood came out of the same area. So I really did get a lot of stuff out of this particular area. And I'm gonna take my walking stick and we'll walk down toward the south. When we come to the bend in the creek, it flows sharply around there. Up there is a trail that's all grown up. The water's moving rather swiftly there. Here it's moving slowly, so it actually splits. Part of the water goes through here and part of the water comes down here. So it's moving rather rapidly here. I cleaned all that out. That was stacked up 3 or 4 feet of stuff. And then we got all the wood was thrown over there, but the grass has already covered it up. Here's the two big trees that come across. The vine's still alive, even though the tree has fallen down. And there's 2 trees, that one. And when you get under there, here's the second one. And some of the trees still alive, the new leaves. Here I cleaned all this out. That came way out. There's a little bit of in there, and then that down there is the other curve, and all of this was pulled out of the creek. So I have found an awful lot of stuff. I can see some tracks down here. Then this is a rather steep slope. Just to go up, I use my walking cane to kind of help me make the trip up here. I won't need it. I'll put it there for now. And then when you go down on the other side, I pulled that big piece of wood out of the creek some time ago. Could be a stool or a table. And I usually see deer track down here. Spent a lot of time on this last week, and some of that debris that you see in the middle I pulled out of these sides. So I cleaned this whole corner off, and of course cut off this big log. I'll walk in the water here again. That tree extended all the way out to this bank. So I was able to cut it in half. Got the 2 halves. And there's a big tree there that's going to come the next huge rain, because when the water gets high, it washes dirt out from around the roots, exposes those roots. And I went down here yesterday all the way to a log at the far end and just cleared a lot of this debris from along the banks. So what I'm showing now is what I pulled out from the bank. And I can walk here in the creek. It gets a little soft at times. but it's an area where the water's running fairly rapidly right here. And a lot of branches were along this side. I was able to cut those and put them over on this side in kind of a stack, rather stacked them up. So all that debris here I had cut out from over on the other side of the bank. And that big tree there is a log jam that I'm not going to be able to tackle. It's just too much. So now I'm turning around and heading back north. There's some kind of a mechanical device there. I don't know what it is. It's buried in the soil. This big tree I used to walk under on a regular basis, and then one morning I came and it had fallen down in the creek. So that's happened about 4 or 5 times. There's a golf ball down there. This is a path I made where I can go walk down here and go up. Now it's a little deeper here. In fact, I better be careful. I'm going to be running over top of my boots. And that I don't want to do. So really this stretch I kind of check out every day. And I can see the deer track where they come and go up and down the bank. And they can bound like crazy, little rascals. See their white tails bobbing when they're running. And again, well, even without the sun, there's a glare that comes on some of this. Then when we go back up this hill, oh, there's a metal canister I got out of the creek. And all of this stack of wood, which keeps piling up more and more, came from, all that wood came from inside of the creek. And then this path, there's a path there that I cut all the way down. And this is the main path that goes up to the county's path. I'm looking at a tree here that doesn't look too healthy. It'll probably come down here one day and it'll be falling. Well, this is Bob signing off again. I haven't seen any wildlife except one deer. Went bounding ahead of me a while ago. So I'll check out for now. This is 2018 in the month of July.